Charlotte, the World Short Track Championship. You have,
Southern
World
100.
100, the Southern 100 at Milton, Florida. You have that big race at All Tech Raceway in November just announced. You've got the Georgia State Outlaw Championship at Screven. There's just so many races to choose from.
That's just local.
That's just in this area. That's not national.
Yes.
Yeah. The world, the Dirt Track World Championship. All big events coming up here across the country.
Okay,
big
here we
money,
go.
holiday money. I like that. Green back in the air, 7 to go. Culpepper lead them out in front. Jimmy Thomas in the number 2 spot. Jimmy in the Scorpion was starting to pounce on the Longhorn at Culpepper. He's going to try to reel him in one more time. And look at Ronnie Johnson back in the top 10 out of turn 4.
Ronnie
6
Johnson.
to go.
He knows when to go. 6 laps to go. Does Jimmy Thomas have anything for your leader, Ricky Culpepper? Mark Whitener back into that 3rd spot, falling a little bit further back into the clutches of Parker Martin.
That's right.
Parker Martin with a good run through 3 and 4 now. Travis Pennington, can he do anything with the youngster Parker Martin?
Time is running out. We are watching the battle up at the front, but I'm watching Ronnie Johnson in the Capital Race Car. He is slowly but surely starting to climb the ladder and move through the field.
Oh, look at here for the lead. Look at here.
Slipped. Here comes
to
Jimmy
the
Thomas.
inside, yes.
He's looking for the lead. He's on the inside in turn 3. Here comes Jimmy. He lost it. Slide job and a crossover, and he couldn't pull it off. And here comes Culpepper back to the lead. Jimmy Thomas will take it back on the outside to 2nd. And Mark Whitener to 3rd, but here comes Parker Martin. He'll go to 4th. Travis Pennington in the top 5. And we've got now 2 laps to go. Joe Kelly, bring him home, my friend. I'll talk to the winner in the top 3.
All right. Here we go. We are out front with Rick Culpepper in this one. He's going to come through turns 3 and 4, hitting his marks clean. How about it? Rick Culpepper's going to get the white flag. Jimmy Thomas, Mark Whitener, and it's going to be young Parker Martin and Travis Pennington. That's your top 5. They're going to remain the same through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. And in for the win here tonight for the 604 Crate Late Models, it's going to be Slick Rick Culpepper. Jimmy Thomas in 2nd. Then it's going to be Mark Whitener finishing 3rd. Young Parker Martin out of Cochran, Georgia, in for a good run, finishing 4th. And Travis Pennington out of Stapleton, Georgia, rounding out your top 5. Wow, what a good race. I'll tell you what, Wesley Outland making his way down to track side. Cars will go across the scales. Wow. Good race. Slick Rick Culpepper able to hit each and every mark. Made a couple mistakes there towards the end of the race. Gave Jimmy Thomas one last bid at it. And Rick Culpepper was able to hold on for the win here tonight. Coming up next, going to be your Pure Stock divisions. Pure Stocks. Make your way into staging area. Wesley Outland making his way down across the racetrack right now. You see their cars. Mark Whitener making his way through the scale house and Parker Martin. Mark Whitener with a podium finish in 3rd here tonight. I can guarantee you the driver out of Middleburg, Florida, not happy with a 3rd place finish, but he'll take it. But he's going to try to one-up that in the National Late Model Series division. Wesley Outland, we'll take it down to you.
Well, Joe Kelly, he's getting ready to pull into victory lane. Wow, they're so happy. Even Jan Brewer, working the race, decided to leave the booth and decided to do pictures. A big win at the 46th Annual Alabama State Championship weekend. A strong run in the car number 110. Gets himself a drink of Gatorade to get some refreshment and cool off after this race. A $5,000 payday at the conclusion of 46 laps. He is actually going to have to prepare for the National Late Model Supercar Series event coming up here later on today. Takes a deep breath. Takes out the earbuds and the receiver. Unbuckles. Takes the belts off. Gets out the Hans device. Get ready to climb out. Ladies and gentlemen, your Crate Late Model Alabama State Champion, Slick Ricky Culpepper. In the 110. A big moment for the driver in the car number 110. Ricky Culpepper. Again here, a $5,000 payday. There you go. Show the check. And again, Southeastern. Thank you to Southeastern. Thank you to Southeastern Performance and Automotive for being the sponsor for the crates. Come on, Slick Rick, let's talk. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to Slick Ricky Culpepper in 110. Ricky, congratulations, bud. Look who's coming in to congratulate us and company. We'll talk to him in a minute. Awesome race. Good show, flag to flag, but that last 10 laps, you had to hold them off.
Yeah, my stuff really went away right there at the end, and I got to thank little Jimmy. I know I seen him down there and pinched him off, but it's a dog-eat-dog world. I appreciate the luck.
Yeah, you guys were racing hard there. A caution, green caution. You were caught up in was there ever a time you thought that maybe Thomas was going to get you? And I noticed you like running the top of the racetrack. Was that the best way to get around here for this race this afternoon?
I don't know if it was or not, but it was for me. And I was kind of afraid I was killing my right rear tire, but that was the only way I was good enough to turn. So I was going to go till it blowed anyways.
There you go. Put on them shades, bud. Sponsor time. Who else you want to thank?
My wife, my whole family, Truck Air Service, JC Construction, Burgers and More. Just everybody on this thing helps us out. We couldn't do it without them.
And one more question. You got the National Supercar Series event coming up later tonight. Would it be something else to take another $5,000 and pocket $10,000 here this Sunday afternoon?
We're damn sure going to try.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to Slick Ricky Culpepper, winner of the crate late model portion of the 46th annual Alabama Chip. We're going to talk to Jimmy Thomas. Jimmy, the Scorpion chassis. Everybody give it up to Jimmy Thomas in 22. Boy, they were cheering for you there, that last restart. You tried to make a move on the outside. You got back to his inside, driver left, and just could not get the run off the corner. Did they lose tires? What went on there the last 10 laps?
I was just really tight the whole race. I mean, he had a better car than I did for the feature, and it was better when I got in clean air, so I kind of just let him get out and just ride a little while until we got lap traffic. Or when I would get close, caution would come. No luck with it, so. But he did a good job. He did a really good race. He had a way better car than we did, and congratulations to him.
And I know you guys came up there and you shook his hand. Good sportsmanship, because some guys just want to be stupid and fight, but you guys were racing hard and you respect one another out there on that racetrack. And I know you beat fenders a lot here at East Alabama with him and the Culpepper family, and of course running here. But what do you got to do to change things up for these other races coming up here running?
I don't know. Just gear up and go again, I reckon. I almost made it interesting on the last few laps there, but I figured I'd just back off and so we could both finish there.
There you go, race fans. Scorpion Chassis 22, Jimmy Thomas will get a top 3 finish. He'll finish in the second spot. And finally, we'll talk to Mark Whitener. He's got some other races coming up this afternoon in Middleburg, Florida. The 14 machine and a top 3. Notice some smoke coming from the radiator from the front of the car whenever the race had ended. Was the car overheating?
Yeah, it was a little hot. There was traction for days out there, so I couldn't. Hello. I had to. It wasn't talking. I had to slow the car down, keep the car bound up. It was just got hot. I just overheated the motor, but it was cooling down under caution. So I was told it didn't push much water, so we dug on with it.
One of the things we were talking about, not related to this race anymore, getting a top 3, but you had something break in the supercar last night. You didn't qualify this afternoon. Are you still going to run the super race, or are you done for that event?
No, I just ran my 525 car for that race, and I'm 6 hours from home, so we're just going to run the National Late Model Series, and we're going to load up and go home.
There you go. Got anybody want to thank on this car?
Matt Liptrop, he bought this car over here. It's Rocket. His sponsors, but I'd just like to thank him for bringing it and having a little faith in me that I could drive it, so appreciate him.
Running in the National Late Model Supercar Series event later on this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, out of Middleburg, Florida, Mark Whitener in his car. And hey, I'll tell you what, we still got him over here as well. We'll try to run down here real quickly and catch a word with in car number 6, 4th place, top 5 finish. What's your thoughts of the race this afternoon?
Good. The car was good. Just about all I got to say.
A good run. If it would have been 50 laps or more, do you think you could have been able to make a rally to try to catch those guys in the top 3?
I could. It felt like it was almost one groove, and I just started following Mark, and that was about.
There you go, buddy. That's the thoughts of Cochran. Georgia's Parker Martin in his Chevrolet getting a top 5 finish, and we'll actually grab an interview with the 5th place finisher of Travis Pennington. He's actually at the trailer getting ready for his race coming up. For driver interviews. Again, a top 5 going to Travis Pennington, 4th to Parker Martin, 3rd going to Mark Whitener, runner-up again, Jimmy Thomas, and your winner for the 5,000 to win 46th lap East Alabama State Championship race of 2018. Car number 110, ladies and gentlemen, the Longhorn. Give it up to Slick Ricky Culpepper. Hot shots are coming up next. Joe Kelly, Michael Patton, back up to you.
Yeah, how about it, ladies and gentlemen? Good time to get up, stretch your legs, visit the concession stand, get you something cold to drink, cheeseburgers, hot dogs, barbecue sandwiches down there, corn dogs, fountain drinks, ice cold beer. Don't forget about the Nitro Nachos down there at the Nacho Hut. Conveniently located right there next to the souvenir stand where you will find all the authentic 2018 Alabama State Championship apparel down there this afternoon. Go by, grab you some apparel. I got a cup down there earlier. I like to have something. Looks like we're going to get Pure Stocks coming up next. They're already in staging, ladies and gentlemen. 25 laps for the Pure Stocks. And we will go back racing. You see a little track preparation going on right now. After the Pure Stocks, we've got the National Late Model Supercar Series with a lot of the same guys that you just witnessed racing. Going to be right back out on the racetrack doing it again with the Supercar Series. So going to be a lot of good racing to come. Then we go to the Hot Shots, and after the Hot Shots, we will get our super late models on the racetrack here tonight, Michael Patton. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun. Been a good day so far. Everybody's safe. We got to witness a pretty special event here with a young lady winning here, Michael. How'd that feel to you, being able to witness that and be able to do that interview? I mean, I know that was pretty special to you to be able to do that.
Yeah, Brianna is a good person, and Robbie Metz and them, they build good race cars, and of course Cameron's going overseas for a year, so really emotional last night in the victory lane. Cameron Metz finishing second, and so proud Robbie Metz had built that car for him in the street stock class, and built that car for him especially for that. So it was a special night. Cameron Metz up. Very emotional. Robbie Metz, very emotional. So very emotional time, and very emotional time down there this afternoon when Brianna Vanette put herself in the history books here at the Alabama State race, being the first female ever to win a state championship race.
That is amazing, man.
It's amazing. So
it really is amazing.
But she's a tough. You noticed in her racing when she was out there, and Brian Robinson get up close to her on the backside, but you see she didn't ever.
She's smooth.
She didn't ever struggle. Yep. She didn't ever break. She's got nerves of steel. So, but she's been through a lot, and the Lord's blessed her, and she's very fortunate. Like she said, she gave all the credit to God.
Absolutely. And what I noticed is what we haven't seen here. Not only was that an epic event here, for an epic event, but what we noticed, which we don't see too often, was the first thing she did when she got out of the car was she signed that check.
That's right. That's right. Yeah,
and you don't see drivers do that too often. Yeah. But she said, "That's my check. I'm taking the money. Let me put my signature on."
That's
there
exactly
you go.
Right. So
that was cool. I thought that was neat, Michael Patton.
Well, we're getting ready for Road Warrior Pure Stocks coming to you. Pure Stock feature race coming to you. So get ready for that. Pure Stocks coming to you. Yeah, Pure Stocks coming up to you next. Pure Stocks coming up to you next. So get ready for that. Pure Stocks are coming up next for their 25-lap feature race. Right after that will be the National Late Model Supercar Series. And after that will be the Hot Shots for 25 laps. And the Super Late Models will be bringing on the track for the 46.